Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me, right? You guys can hear me? Hello? Right. Just mute your mic. We'll start in 1 minute time. Hi, Tracy, you please mute your mic. All right. Think you guys please mute your mic so that it won't disturb noise. Think Tracy, can somebody inform her? It's really making noise. All right, done. So, good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Shuhel. I will be your module leader for this program, Business Innovation. Welcome, everyone, in this program, Bachelor of Honors in Business Administration. Today, I'm going to brief you on the assignment, the expectation, academic requirements, some tips how you can do better. And I also show you your learning management system portal from where you can get your resources. And I will also give an idea how to do the citation, because in a previous semester, I noticed a lot of students are not really familiar how to do the Harvard referencing, which is the requirement for Britain University. Therefore, they are losing marks. Sometimes because of 1 or 2 marks, they even lost the distinction grade, right? So let's see the module description. In this module, you see the name of the module is Business Innovation. So basically, the aim of this module, the how to make innovation. Without innovation, you cannot survive in the business. That's very clear. Number one. Number two, if you take the example of pandemic situation, many traditional universities face-to-face, they are closed, cannot take classes. Therefore, they have to move to the online. They use different platform, for example, Zoom or Google Meet or Teams or Microsoft Teams, some other platform they're using. These all are the innovation. So the aim of this module is to encourage the development of knowledge, understanding of the importance of innovation for the survival. This is the key part you remember. Innovation for the survival. So if you want to survive in the business, you need to do innovation. There is no other alternative. So number one is the survival. Second is the sustainability of the business enterprise. So once you survive, you need to sustain to go for further of your business growth. Student also will be exposed to the various theories and tools required to manage innovation and within their business organization, right? So let's see the learning outcomes. There are basically 4 learning outcomes in this module that you are going to achieve after completion of this module. Number one, the learning outcome is to examine the nature, types of sources of innovation, its importance, and also to the business organization and national economy. Right. Once you survive in your business, it also contributes to your national economy. Second learning outcome that you're going to achieve is examine the innovation process necessary to create value to your customers. So when there is innovation, innovation happens through a systematic process you're going to learn in this module. And the creation of conducive environment for foster creativity, innovation, culture within the organization. So in any organization, you want to do innovation, you must have such kind of environment. So we call the foster creativity and the innovation culture. Number 3 learning outcome that you're going to meet in this module, to evaluate strategies and policies used in managing innovation. So if you want to have innovation, you must have strategies and the updated policies related to the strategies so that you can make innovation, you can have innovation. Number 4 outcome is explore the sources of funding for innovation. Now, for any innovation, you need fund, right? So there will be a chapter in this module whereby you're going to learn what are the sources of funding. For example, for the small businesses, it can be self-funding. You can get fund from your family, or some of your friends can come together and get some fundings. If your business is growing, you can get funds from the financial institute like banks, leasing firms. Even when it is grow further, you can get fund from the stock market, etc., etc. So these are the 4 key learning outcomes you're going to achieve in this module in business innovation. This is indicative area of studies. You can also say your syllabus. I'll show you later in your student portal. You can see all these chapter 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. So number 1 is what is innovation and why it is important. I have already mentioned that why innovation is important. I give another 1 or 2 examples so that it becomes very clear to you guys. I'm sure you remember the photo, the Kodak, one film, they can make only 36 photo, right? They refuse to change. They refuse to do the innovation. So when digital camera came in, they are no longer in the market. They become obsolete. So you see how important the innovation is. Even in this pandemic situation, many businesses, those can transact online, those have the technology, they can do office, work from home kind of things. So innovation is must. And you have noticed in your learning outcomes or the module description, in order to survive, sustain in the business, you must do innovation. So it's very important. And you can see there are many other articles, journals, textbook explaining why it is more important. Types of innovation. In this chapter, you're going to see there are 4 key types of innovation. And one of these is in your assignment called the disruptive innovation. Example is Netflix. It came as a disruptive innovation to the cinema industry. Chapter 3, you're going to learn about the theories of innovation. And then you're also going to learn about the sources of innovation, the process, as I mentioned, innovation happens through a systematic process. So what are the processes you're going to learn in this chapter? Innovation strategies. All the innovation that you're going to do or develop, they must have some strategies. Without strategy, it is almost impossible to develop or have any innovation in the business sector. And the last, not least, is the strategies for fostering innovation culture, how to make organization innovative, how to do this practice, and so on. Now, this is your assignment. I'd like to ask you, how many of you have gone through your assignment? Anyone so far? You can answer me, unmute your mic and answer me. If not, you can also, yeah, in the chat box, you can answer it. Yes. Rina said she did. Yes. Amelia also did. Good. Vishnaran, yes. Selena, yes, she did. Good. Now, let me go through again. Then I will open the floor for you guys to ask any clarification you require. So let me go through the assignment question first. Right. Before I go through this assignment question, how many of you are aware of this Netflix? How many of you are aware of this Netflix? What do you know about this organization? Right. When say yes, please. All right. So Netflix is an American online entertainment provider, which was founded in 1997 by Reed Hastings and Mark Randolph, which is also known as Netflix. The primary operation of the business is to provide subscription-based streaming service, which offers a wide range of films and television series, including a variety of in-house production. As of 2020, the service offered over 190 countries in 26 different languages. Through constant innovation, this platform has revolutionized how entertainment is consumed by providing varying subscription plans, high definition quality, applications on different platforms, and new perspective through their in-house production endeavors. So basically, Netflix has brought a revolutionary change in the cinema industry. Previously, cinema means people has to go to the cinema hall or theater, movie theater to watch. But Netflix has brought to the door to door in such a way people, it is convenient to them. They can watch it from home, even in their handphone or any personal gadget. They can watch a very high definition quality movies, right? So your assignment task, number one is, in the Netflix case, please identify one of the example of disruptive technology, one example of radical innovation, and one example of business innovation model, right? So the way Netflix came into the industry itself is a disruptive technology. And this is also called as radical innovation because this is very fast, very fast. I'm sure you are familiar with the Tesla in the automotive industry, that the cars are electric cars. These are also radical innovation. So you can give that example as well. And the business model of innovation. What types of business model is this? So task number 1 is very straightforward. You can answer it. While you go through your chapter 1 and chapter 2, you can get all the answers of this. Number 2, you have to be very creative. Using the article by Marketis, you saw we attached 2 articles. One of the article is Marketis in 2006, whereby he explained many disruptive technologies. For example, another disruptive technology which is very famous nowadays is Amazon. You see, people buy books from the library, the physical shop, bookshop. But Amazon, when it came in, they did not change the business plan, but they changed a business model whereby people can buy online. They are the one who brought it first time in the world, that they made it very easy, simple. You can order any types of books through online. You see how the business model they change, right? So that your task is, please explain how pioneers of radical innovation that create new to the world markets may lose the spoils of their innovations to the late entrants that disrupt the market, right? So for the cinema industry, do you see Netflix is a threat to the traditional cinema industry or movie theater? Or how do you explain it as a late entrance or any other kind of technology which may occur in future? So you need to go through the article set by Marketis. There are many information. He gave at least 6 to 7 other examples. And then you need to find, or you need to give your justification how you can, link it to the Netflix. Number 3, this task is also into very creative. What key factors are you believe that will determine a company's success in the movie rental industry in next 3 to 5 years, right? At the moment, definitely you can say Netflix is dominating because of their technology, because of the convenience, basically the technology. So in coming next 3 to 5 years, what the technology, or what would be the model or the business strategy or business innovation that will determine movie rental industry in next 3 to 5 years? You can find out point number 1, 2, 3 and explain it. You are also required to follow the process and generate at least 2 innovative ideas for Netflix. You saw earlier the indicatives in your syllabus, one of the chapter is the process of innovation. Now, your task is following all the process to generate at least 2 innovative ideas for Netflix, which they're going to implement for their business or for the success of their business. Elaborate of your answers with recent references. There are many articles, many journals on Netflix. You need to give references. And it is also one of the requirements, I think 5 marks allocated for this to give the references. So just follow the 5 or 10 references, you will get 5 marks. Very easy. Now, there are some other requirements. The word count. The word count is 3,500 words plus minus 10%. 10% of 3,500 means 350. So it can be 3,500 plus 350 words or minus 350 words. If it is significantly lesser, let's say your word count is 3,000 or below 3,000, you might fail because you did not meet the requirements of the assignment. Your marks will also be deducted when your word count is more than 4,000. You see, significantly very higher. So you need to be very careful. You need to be careful in a sense that your word count is 3,500 plus minus 10%. How you should lay out your assignment? There are three main sections: introduction, body, and conclusion. Remember, I repeat it: introduction, body, and conclusion, right? Then you can add subpoints, subheadings, as many as you think it is required for your assignment. Of course, you won't forget to put executive summary. Okay, Jacinta said it's 4,500. It is 3,500. 3,500, 4,500 for the business research. Those who are doing the research, it's a different subject. But if you look into the, what do you call this here, word count 3,500 maximum, plus minus 10%. Jacinta, I hope it is clear to you. If it is any contradictory information in the cover page, I will check and get back to you guys. I will give a general post in the forum. So you will be aware of this. Now, let's right. I hope Jacinta is clear to you now. Right. Let's go again. So you start your assignment with executive summary. Right. I'm coming to this, Rina. I'm coming to this. Right. How you do your word count. You start your assignment with the executive summary. Then you go to a table of content. Then you start from the introduction, body, and conclusion. Remember, your word count is from introduction to conclusion. The reference or executive summary don't count this. Introduction to conclusion, your word count. You stick to that part. Right. I hope Rina answer your question, right? So again, your introduction just introduce the whole topic. What is this assignment all about? In the body, of course, you will be detailing your task 1, task 2, and task 3. Try to give some theories, try to give some models, try to give some figures, references, and that will give you additional marks, give more credibility to your works. In conclusion, you will just reinstate the whole idea and focus your contribution, because task number 3, they said recommend at least 2 ideas for Netflix, or generate any 2 ideas or before business innovation for Netflix. So that is your contribution. You focus on this at the end, in conclusion part. And then your references. Remember, the references basically 2 types. One is the in-text, another one is a bibliography. So in-text plus bibliography makes your total referencing, and the marks allocated is 5% for this. Bear in mind, 5% is the allocated marks. But if you do not do proper citation, your whole work may be go plagiarized. It might appear as a copy because you did not give proper references, or you did not cite it properly. From where, from which author. So if you do not mention or forget to mention, it will appear to me as a reader or as an examiner that you are writing, but in fact, it is not your writing. You are quoting from someone else, right? So you need to be very careful on this. All right, then you see here instruction is very simple, huh? Very simple and clear. Actually, I wish to show you some previous student assignment whereby the simple instruction also they don't follow. It is clearly mentioned font size is 12, font style is Times New Roman. Whatever the font style they want to follow, they follow. Size also they follow, don't bother. So this is a requirement, and this is the formal writing as an in a form of assignment, your academic assignment. So you need to follow this instruction. Line spacing is 1.5, page layout has to be a portrait, etc., etc. These are very clear. And this is the highlighted area, the submission timeline. 30th November, 23:59, then it's a UK time zone. So please be careful on this. You can submit early, but within this time, after this time, you cannot submit actually. You need to get back to your center or to the admin to sort this out. Word count, I have already explained, plus minus 10%. Now, I start from here. Your word will be graded basically into 3 grades: pass, merit, and distinction. Those students who would be failed to meet the basic requirement to address these 3 tasks properly, and if the mark is below 50, they are categorized as failed student. They have to report this model again, this module again. Student who will score between 50 to 59, their grade will be just pass. Now, what does it mean? The student, those are not very, what you call in detail, they just answer these 3 tasks, meet the minimum requirement, they will get the passing marks. Graded will be, pass. But those students who will show a good analysis, critical insight, will give some examples, follow the requirements, follow the format of the assignment: executive summary, table of content, introduction, the body and the conclusion, referencing, right? They will get, basically they will get the merit, which the marks is somewhere between 60 to 69. And those who will score between 70 to 100, they will get as a distinction. But their requirement is they will show some critical analysis, their creativity, especially answering the task 3. They will also show the link between your theoretical discussion and also the application of the knowledge, application of the theoretical aspects in writing, right? They will do proper referencing, updated information. They will get the distinction score, right? Now, I will move to referencing. Before that, if you have any question on the assignment task, I open the floor first. If you have any question on the assignment task, any clarification you need, you can ask me now. How often we do meet with you? Okay, all right. We'll have another class in next week, most probably on 23rd, but you will get a notice. After that, we do not meet no other session, but if you have any inquiries, I will give you my email address. You always can send a question. I will be in touch with you guys. All right. All right. The next class basically will be focusing on one of the 2 or 3 topics involving your assignment, giving some theoretical insight, how to link, and I will try to show you some good examples, those who score distinction. I will also give you some example, those who probably fail or just manage to pass. So I want you guys to focus from the beginning so that you have enough time to score distinction. Remember, in this module, it's not about the distinction. The more you focus, you will get 2 benefits. One, in your academic transcript, which will show a good result. Second, in your real life. You might be working or you have your own business. So how to be different from others? How to focus on innovation? You have to be innovative. Otherwise, there's no other option actually. There's no other option. There are many businesses, I can give an example. Because they don't want to innovate, they fail, they're out of the market. I'm sure all of you remember the handphone set Nokia. You see, when the Android came in or the iOS came in, Apple phone, they refused to innovate. They refused to change. Today, you see the condition, even they are out of the market. So you have to be innovative. There's no other option. If there's no further question, I move on to the next topic, your citation, how to do that. If you have question, still you can put in the chat box.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I have one question. Pertaining to the citings and Harvard style referencing, would we be able to get like a little more explanation on that as to how we should go about doing those?
I'm going to now. Yeah, I'm going to it now. You see, there are many referencing style. You can go for APA. There are references for APA, Harvard, American. There are many. But as of Brittany University is concerned, we require you to give a Harvard referencing style. I'll show you some example how to do that now. Can you see my screen? Is it showing Harvard referencing system? All right. So I repeat this section actually. Why referencing? To acknowledge the source of all ideas which are not common knowledge, to give due respect to those whose work contributed to your discussion, to set your work into the context of other research. And this will allow readers of your work to read more about the topic, to check your interpretation, to replicate your experiments of the studies, right? This is why we need to give. This is also to show respect to the others for their work. Okay, Jacinta, I will go to the PDF file again after this. Let me finish this reference. And Selene, you said, okay, there are some similarities and dissimilarities between APA and Harvard, right? So it's basically how you give the author's name, the first name, last name, and what do you call the the year of publication, the name of the or title of the book or articles. So there are slight changes. So I will show you now, Selena, you follow this. You follow this. That will be good for you. Rina, I did not get your question. Could you please elaborate this? Right. I will go to all these questions after finishing this, showing you what you call the reference. Now, this is the reference for in-text referencing. I mean, when you write introduction, body, and your guys, could you please mute your mic? It is disturbing others now, right? So this is the in-text referencing. It can be in your body and mainly in the body. Citing in the text, placing author and date, publication in parentheses immediately after the reference or quotation is Harvard. Endnotes or footnotes where a number of placed immediately after the reference or quotation with more details at the foot, page, or end of the document. Now, this is how do the in-text referencing for Harvard, right? So you can say, for example, Brown in 1995 compares, or you can put at the end also. At the beginning of the sentence or end of the sentence, you can do in-text referencing. When there is two authors, also put their surnames like this. It can be at the beginning or it can be at the end. And while there are more than three authors, you have to put the first author's surname and then et al, right? Like this, the way it's showing in the screen. Now, this is all about what you call the in-text. So how about the big bibliography? I show you in a different style. Now, this is how it would be the authors or editors or date and title. For the case of books, you see, author's name, the year of publication, the title, publisher details. For a single author, for example of where the author is two or more. So that would be in your bibliography. This would be in your bibliography. The earlier one I showed, it would be in your in-text referencing. Right. I can send you this slide later on in your email so you can have all the information details. So I made it clear. One is in-text referencing, another one is the bibliography. So the one you see in the box is your bibliography. You put end of your work. I mean, after the conclusion, you put all these things, and this is how it looked like. Right. So we go through the question answer session again. All right. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me close this and open it again. All right. Now you can see my slide, right? Harvard slide. Okay. Okay. Since I'm going to send you this slide, so I will show you in briefly what is the in-text, how it look like, and also what is the bibliography. So earlier I mentioned there are different styles, APA, Chicago, MLA, Vancouver, there are many styles, but for University of the Brittany, we follow the Harvard. Yeah. So in-text referencing. this is the example of in-text referencing while you are doing in your main assignment, that is in your introduction or body, or mainly within these two parts, like conclusion, mainly your own contribution. So this is how it look like. The in-text referencing, you put the, for a single author, whereby if the author of the book is one person, it look like this. If it is more than one or two or three, it would be like this, surnames and the year of the publication. And this you can put at the beginning or at the end of your sentence or paragraph. But where there are more than three authors, it would look like this. Graham et al., 1994. Et al. Means the author is more than three, right? So this is your in-text referencing. Now I show you another example, what you do after your conclusion, which is in your bibliography. Right, like this. So in your bibliography, it would be like this. Author surname is year of publication, the title of the book or journal, and publisher details. That would be in your, what you call at the end of your assignment in the bibliography. So earlier I show you the example of in-text referencing, and this is your bibliography, all right? Now, let's discuss on your question. You can send me your question. You can unmute your mic and ask question directly, or you can put your question in the chat box. Okay, Rina, for your question, AB and Harvard is not the same. Actually, there are some differences. You better follow the Harvard style, the one I showed you just now. Even I can send you guys this this slide so you can follow. Yeah. All of you can send me your email ID here in the chat box. So after this session, I will be shooting an email to you guys with the slide of the Harvard referencing, and also I think the slide only for referencing the assignment question and all you have, right? Right. Got it. If you don't have any other question, let me show you your student portal, how it look like, and from where you can get all of your answers and all. So I'm sure that all of you have access to this portal, right? Business innovation, all of you are present here today. You can access to this module. And while you go to the section 2, session 1, you can see there are a lot of notes here. You got video, you got PowerPoint slide. Section 3 is talking about the innovation theories. Section 4 talking about the sources of innovation. There are many notes on this. Types of innovation in section 5. Section 6, you got innovation process. So all these section you click, you got all the notes there. In addition, you also can get a textbook here under the resource column section. You see there are 3 textbooks, which also you can cite. You can cite in your assignment. So these 2 important sections from your LMS, Learning Management System, you will get all sorts of notes journals in the section side, section 1, session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Section under the section of resources, you can get the textbook. So this will be the main support for you to facilitate your assignment learning. Yeah, I'm giving to you now. I have also shared my email address. If you have any queries, any clarification you need, you can send me an email. Do you have any other question on your assignment? Okay, if there is no other question, in the chat box, you see I give you a link. This is the standard process of our university. It will take about 1 or 2 minutes to fill up this form, Google form, which gives us opportunity to provide you the best services now. So I ask all of you to take 1 or 2 minutes of your time and fill this up before we end our session. Thank you very much. I think, okay, thank you, Rina, Vishwanan, Ram. Right. So if there is no other question, we end our session here. I look forward to hearing from you. I will meet you in our next class on the module briefing, which I will cover a few topics related to your assignment, right? So again, thank you very much. We end our session here.